I've been doing this for a long time. I've been through groups. I've been in and out of groups. I've put out several projects. I've done all these things, but I never got the one, you know? So my career hasn't really started yet, in my opinion, because I have not nailed the one. And that is what we're in the process of doing right now.
Mama, you left too soon. You probably wondered how I found the strength to carry on. I know Joe found God, married and carried on. 3 boys, 3 degrees.
I grew up, you know, 80s baby. You know, grew up with all the greats during what they would call the golden era of hip hop. So your KRS-Ones, Rakims, Big Daddy Kane's, Cool G Raps, EPMDs, Tribe Called Quest, Public Enemy, NWA, Ice-T, all the greats. There was less, I guess, boxes. And there was room for everybody in terms of lyrically and sonically. There was room for a lot more diversity in hip hop than maybe now. You know, like we never wanted to be like our favorite rapper. You know, we kind of wanted to, we admired them. We maybe, you know, admired their style, but we always wanted our own. You know what I mean? Like as an MC from that era, you always wanted to carve your own niche and have your own lane. What kind of commissioned me to, or inspired me to take on a project like this is trying to create something new in the foundations that I have. Sonically and musically, I'm trying to move beyond what I've been doing and what, you know, I hear from everybody else. And, you know, that's what this is about. That's what this is about, not forgetting, but moving forward and pushing the culture and pushing the genre. Maybe 2 years ago or so, like I said, I kind of hit a wall with my art in terms of there's so many rappers, MCs out there, and I was tired of my sound being compared, contrasted to theirs. I started playing with a live band. In New York City, in particular, the hip hop scene is kind of, as far as live shows, it's kind of dwindling. So I put a band together and I started doing some tours. I've toured up and down the East Coast. I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's kind of the mentality of a lot of the artists that are now re-emerging. And just, you know, having no fear in that and not, you know, feeling like, well, I have to do this way because I'm an MC and this is not how MCs do things. I don't care about any of that. You know, I have no fear of any of that. And it comes out in the music, and it's gonna come out in the music because I'm me to a fault. I can't help it. And I can't be anybody else, and I won't be anybody else. Integrity. Creativity and integrity. Those are the things that, that's the common thread in all the greats of the past, hip hop and otherwise. Integrity, creativity. I wanted to go in the studio and create music to match what I was doing at the live shows. And I knew to take on what I wanted to take on, it would take someone who wasn't married to sort of the traditions of producing a hip hop album. It would take someone who was willing to challenge those kind of boxes through either ignorance, because they just weren't used to producing records that way, or just through sheer boldness.
That's a lonely way.
I reached out to Ron, Thaler, Blondie Boy, and Ron got back to me, and we met at a small diner in Philadelphia, and the rest is history. I'm in Victoria, British Columbia, recording an album now.
Because we're doing this all very live and very off the floor, I didn't want just to be constricted to very specific or tight arrangements for the songs. I wanted actually the natural energy of everybody to sort of kick in.
It's real hip-hop music.
But I also wanted a certain measure of control over the direction and the evolution of the songs. I devised this idea of using codes, but using lights to trigger these codes. And so, for example, in our coding, red is for Dallas on guitar. The green light is specifically dedicated to Chris, who's doing keyboards. We have baby blue, which means key change. So these are all things that happen in real time as we're performing, and none of the musicians know what's going to happen next. So we get a certain energy, and that energy absolutely also energizes Traum, and it changes the nature of his performance, and in a way, it makes it not only very live, but there's a certain intensity that doing things in static, compartmentalized way doesn't have.
The late 80s and crack's crazy. We have just gave birth to a nation of crack babies. And you see the results. 20 years later, we all grown up. Chemically imbalanced, addicts from the womb, our future's doomed. You could look to tomorrow and see sorrow and gloom, cause we'd rather pop them pills and pack tools. Shoot at the cops, life has no value. High off them Xanax pills and more volume. Pop a couple of perks and wash it down with cough syrup and blaze anybody on our turf. Boy or girl, it makes no difference. We grow up too fast, lost our innocence. Malcolm X, you died in vain, cause we'll murder each other for a watch or a chain. It's just the life we lead.
There's no question that there's a synergy, that there's an energy, that there's a force at work in this room. It's taken everything and everybody's effort to another level. It's everyone in a room, 10 people in a room saying, how can we make this better? Everybody. They don't know me from a can of paint. And it's just like, let's make Traum's album the shit.
Genocide, gentrification, suicide and protected penetration. Highest rate of incarceration. Blacks and browns and numbers astound. Got teachers buying school supplies. The government lies, its loyalty lies in its corporate ties. So they give me 3 bills back to boost the economy, while oil companies move like a monopoly. Can't feed our children. Exxon forecast close to 40 billion. Record profits this year alone. The gas so high, can't heat my home. Can't drive my vehicle, and milk costs so much I stopped eating cereal. Saddam Hussein, you died in vain. We went to war over business and used your name. That I breathe, never dying on my knees, stand up for what I believe, work hard till my knuckles bleed, plant seeds that'll grow the trees, take care of my seeds, the life I lead, every breath of air that I breathe, it's just the life we lead, every breath of air that I breathe, never dying on my knees, stand up for what I believe, work hard till my knuckles bleed, plant seeds that'll grow the trees, take care of my seeds. The life I lead, every breath of air that I breathe. Give me liberty or give me death. Give me liberty or give me death. Give me liberty or give me death. Give me liberty or give me death.